Hi guys, have you ever wondered how do other YouTube channels make such nice looking header and thumbnail images? I'll show you the easy way coming right up. Well, welcome back. Hope you're having an awesome week. My name is Keith Alchin and this is Finding My Online Biz. I've been working through an ebook by Tim Schmoyer, 30 Days to a Better YouTube Channel. The link is below. And in day 3 video, I talked about setting up your YouTube channel art. On day 3.1, we used Canva to do that process. In today's video, I'm going to take you through creating an image in Snappa that you can use on your own channel. Consider this day 3.2. You can see here that there's a series of different types of graphics that you can use in Snappa. It's logged me. I think it's actually logged me straight in. Let me just have a quick look here. Yeah, it's actually logged me straight in, so that's fine. Just create yourself a free account initially and just have a look. They let you download 4 images a month, which isn't great. Certainly isn't as open as some of the other packages, but it's a good start. And if you'd like to use it more than that, of course you can. You can see here that there's different types of templates. A little bit cleaner, I think, up front than the other one. You've got all your various different social media ones as well, which is fantastic. But down the bottom, towards the bottom here, you can see the YouTube channel art, the 2560 by 1440, and you can see all the rest of them down here as well. So I'm just going to click on that one now. And these are the various templates that you can use for your graphic, and just look through one that seems to make more sense. I might grab this one just for the sake of the exercise, of course. Now what you'll notice at the back of Snappa that there's a safe text. Can you see at the back here? The maximum for desktop, maximum for tablets, safe areas. So if you know that, for me, I put all of my stuff in the safe area like they've done here, and you can make the exact same template using the same fonts and things like that. Simply just double click on them and change it to your company name. You can leave that in there if you want. I could have left that with that like that and put whoops, double click does the whole lot. So okay, so there we go. I could have said with Keith. Oops, Heath. Okay, with Keith Alchin. Okay, and of course I could put the other tagline in if I so choose by adding in some text. So I can add in a subheading and whack in a subheading there. And the only thing I don't think I can do with Snappa is to upload my own. Oh, I can add my own fonts. Look at this. Oh, I've got to be on the plan. Can you see that? So I've got to be on the plan to add my own fonts. So that's one of the disadvantages of being on Snappa. You've got to be on the plan to update those fonts. But I normally would have that in I'll use this one here. That's going to be close enough for my tagline, which is of course building. It's a bit slow on the uptake here. Building a brighter increase that size, make that wider, pull that, whoops, I want to pull that one across, like so. Change the font style, so here's the color here. They're using HTML colors, but that's fine. We'll go here, grab this one here. So that's doing that. Let's see what it does when I do that. Pull my name down just a fraction so it's below there. Of course that's not my photo, but I could just as well pull in my photo and put it in there. And of course, if you've got Instagram, Facebook and all the rest of them, you can go follow me and have all of those on there like that. All very helpful. But the thing I really wanted to show you was the live podcast. That's for TVs. I would have said something like that. I normally don't use the areas outside of the safe area. The reason I don't do that is that I think it's probably it's not uncommon now for people to use their TV for their YouTube, but it's still not as common as a tablet device or a phone. So therefore these areas are far more safer if you put them in here. And so, yep, I might just have a quick look here. Let's say graphics, uploads. So I should be able to go to my photos, in theory at least. You do not have any uploads. So if I go to some of my uploads, that's the one. Okay, so once you've got your photographs, you can simply go here and say upload, like so. Now you can see it's a fairly similar as the image creation software I showed you last time, and just change the size like that, still lower, like so, and then I crop it. Graphics. Here we go. Oh, here we go. I can do it on here. So I can crop that down like so. Upload that, up that like so, like that. Apply that. Accept changes. Okay. Oh yeah, it creates a copy of the cropped image. So I can now drag that across and have a look. Let's delete that one off. Back to graphics. That's the cropped image. So I drag that one down like so. I'll get rid of our friend here. And drop that in. And I should, in theory, now I'm sure I could do the same or similar thing to what I did on the other one. I could bring that down smaller. I could turn him on his side, turn me on my side there, line it up here like so. I'm sure there are other graphics in here like shapes. Let's have a quick look and see if we can build the same kind of thing as we did last time. So I'm going to grab this shape here. There it is there. And we want, oh, I see what it's done. Okay, so it's given us an outline, just a simple outline. So from there I can give it a fill of a solid fill. We'll give it this and we'll tell it that it's going to be a white fill. And then we will, it's got some opacity in it there, you can see, probably because that's the way they've set up the safe area template. I'm not sure whether that saves with the image, but we'll have a look when we're finished. Just make that one smaller again like we did last time. I will put it in an area where I can play with it. I'm going to grab that there. I'm going to say, I don't want to duplicate the layer. I probably only want to duplicate the shape. So I've got a second shape here anyway. So let's do that anyway. Let's grab that. We'll say it's a solid color. It's white. I don't really care about the border. The borders are black at the moment, but that's okay. I'm going to just rotate that out like so. I'll make it smaller, like so. Grab this one here, rotate it around, and we're just going to raise it up in the area here. I'll just make that bigger like so. It's not quite lined up there properly. So obviously this would be quicker and easier to have lined up, ready to go before you turn it. So grab this one here. In fact, okay. Sometimes you get excited and you do things the hard way, you know. Alright, so there we go there. Let's grab that one, make that a bit shorter. Alright, effectively I've made the same sort of thing as I had made previously. And if I select those, that's why I like to have them up out of the way when you're on these kind of web-based tools. Oops, it's a bit jumpy there. So, like that. I'm going to go back to here. I'm just going to, it's still going to grab it. Grab that one and hit the shift key and see if that lets me. Yep, that lets me hold both. Is there a grouping option? That would be my next thought. Duplicate. I can toggle that on and off by the looks of it. See, that's fantastic. That is a really helpful thing to have, to be able to toggle that on and off. The only thing I can't see here is an option to join these two things together on the fly. So that means that I do have to do them separately, which is a little bit of a pain. And then so I have no way of turning it now. Once I've connected them both, I have to actually do them both separately. That's an undo. So I was right the first time. So a lot of these packages online are a bit like this, you know. So the problem with that, of course, if I now want to put that in, I've got to resize everything as I go, like so, which is a bit not as nice as the other package I showed you yesterday. And again, I've got to, do I have any fine movement? I've got fine movement still with the arrow keys, but it's still not as good, I personally don't think. I can move that in like so. That's quite good. Let me just have a look at that safe area again. Great. So I would suggest you toggle off the safe area once you've got your image created. So once you've done that, of course, you can then give your design a title, YouTube channel art, and there you go. We now have a name for that, and let's have a look here, and we can say download. We can download it in a high-res PNG, sorry, a high-res PNG. Oh, hang on, just before I do that, let's tidy up that image, and let's just tidy up some of this stuff so that it's not. I could just say at finding my online biz. Okay, I haven't got that set up yet, of course, but it's all cool. Okay, so we've done that bit. Now we can download. Once it's all finished, you've got everything in it that you want, then you know, any of these other specialized images, and then just hit the download. And away we go. High res PNG. Remember to turn off the safe zone. That's a really helpful tool there. Goes off, generates the image, and starts to download. There you go. Alright, so that's Snappa, and there'll be a link below to that, of course. And jump online, have a bit of a play around with it. They do have a fairly reasonable ongoing subscription, $10 a month, which is not too bad, especially if you're going to be making channel art all of the time. I've given you multiple choices. You know, there was Canva that we looked at previously, and this one. And if you've got your own editor, of course, you can use that, you know, Paint Shop Pro or Photoshop or one of those tools as well. And you probably already know how to use those tools. If you've owned them, you probably know how to use them. You can do this. It's not that hard. It just needs a little bit of thought. So when you are working on your images, make sure that you just think them through so that they look good on the page. Okay, so that's the final image rendered out on my machine. I'd work on that a bit better, of course. And yeah, you can do this. It's not that hard. Just take your time, think about your image. And until next time, have an awesome week.